just wanted to give you all an update as to where things have gone and how things have gone over the past couple of months. So, what has happened since the last video entry? Okay, first things first, let's start with, like, logistical stuff. So, finished filming, got all the footage from Ahmed. I decided that I didn't want to edit this myself, so I found another editor who would make the assembly cut. His name was Jack. I gave him all the footage, gave him the script, and was like, here, do your work. So he spent a couple of weeks doing that, and I got an assembly cut, and it came out to be about 24-ish minutes, I would say, with everything together. I was going to offer him to do recuts and stuff like that, but he decided that he wanted to move on to other stuff. I went off and found another editor, and his name is Jason. Very nice guy. He's wonderful to work with. So I gave Jason the assembly cut and was like, okay, this is what we have so far. These are me and John, the director, if you don't remember, John's notes on what we would like to change and what we would like to go and, you know, dissect more. So what Jason ended up doing was taking all of the original footage that I gave to him and recreating the assembly cut with the notes that me and John had in mind. So he went and did that. Took him about a week, 2 weeks, something like that. He sent that to me. We have a new rough cut that me and John then look at, and we sent him back our notes. So, where are we right now? Currently, Jason is working on rough cut numero dos. There's some really cool moments in stand-up that I'm really excited about. I also made a trailer, which I will show now.
I'm not going back to college.
Well, why? I thought you were having such a good time.
It's fun. It's a blast. It's college. I mean, of course, but it's just not the point, you know?
Okay, then what is the point?
Gonna be a stand-up comedian.
Huh?
You guys don't sound too convinced.
It's not that we're not convinced, it's just we had no idea, that's all.
Hey, how about this? How about a little demonstration? These fucking nerds sprouting out of nowhere, they're just popping up and just like, man, I love comic books. You know what I love? Shoving you into lockers. You know, what happened in the good old days where you just shove that kid right into a locker and maybe feed him a pop brownie, right?
That was just bad.
Yeah, you know, he told me that he tried out his act before, and then everyone laughed at him. And it just occurred to me while watching him that everyone was laughing at him.
You don't have what it takes to do what I'm doing. Yeah, it's jealousy.
I'm not jealous. I just don't want to see you go up there and make a fool out of yourself.
Get the fuck out of my house, Timmy. Yeah, I know, and since you're being a real saint tonight, how about you do me one huge other favor? Don't come. I don't want to see you there.
Next up, we have the comedy stylings of Mr. Corey Langford. Here we go, Corey Langford.
Hi, everybody. I'm Corey. I'm excited to be here. Loving the energy, so let's do this.
So yeah, now we have that. We're gonna try to find a sound designer to do some sound mixing for it. I don't currently have a sound designer. I am in talks with someone. I haven't really watched all of the video diaries in a long time, but I was just looking at the last one, Operation Finish Everything, where we actually shot the last couple scenes. And it just got me thinking about what a whirlwind that production process was like, and how much I learned from it. It was such a fun experience, and I'm so thankful that I told myself I was gonna do it. I wanted to say that I've been progressing and working on things. And last summer I'd worked on The Intruder. This summer is stand-up. And I just watched the finished product of The Intruder, which hopefully I'll be able to put on the internet soon. Currently I'm submitting it to festivals. But just looking at that and what that project became, and looking at what stand-up can be, there's just so much more improvement. And I think it's because there are more people involved. With The Intruder, all we had was me, John, and the actors. That was basically it. That was the 2 crew members and then the rest of the cast. But with stand-up, I've been able to recruit a lot of different people who are very genuinely interested in working and making and creating something together. Even though they weren't the people leading the charge, right? People like Jason and Ahmed and Logan, who's doing music stuff for us. He's the music supervisor for the project. And they all brought willingness to make sure that what they were doing was the best that it could possibly be. Where if I was just doing everything on my own, then I would be putting 50% of effort into about like 5 different things. Where they, who were dedicated to just one single job, whether it was sound or music or editing, could put 100% of who they are, their creative juices into that, and ultimately makes a better final product when there's so many different people working on it, and you have those 1 or 2 people like me and John guiding them to the finished product. Yeah, I guess the one big thing that I learned from stand-up this summer was that people want to be a part of something new. They want to be a part of something that you're creating and putting into the world. And I think that's a lot of what stand-up is about. I mean, it's something that could happen to anybody, and it's happened to a lot of my friends who've decided that they don't want to go to college. They want to do something that they feel passionate about, and that might not be getting an education. That might be becoming a stand-up comedian. So I implore all of you watching, never stop making things, because you will learn so much. And you will feel so good about the final product, no matter how other people may perceive it. You will know that you have grown as a person, and you will have seen that through a finished piece of art. So yeah, in review, Stand Up is currently in the editing phase, post-production. Hopefully, it will be done by the end of January. That is the goal, but it's looking good. It's looking good. I hope you like the trailer. Have a wonderful holiday. I love you all. Bye.